The sun was shining bright on this fine Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. Lainey Wilson was ready for a break, just her guitar, and the open road. She wore her favourite floral bell-bottoms, windows down, classic country on the radio. No tour buses, no schedules, just freedom. She hummed a new melody, tapping the steering wheel as Tennessee's hills rolled by. Her map sat unused. She followed her heart and the call of dirt roads. This was her happy place, driving, dreaming, and soaking in the simple things. Lainey thought about her journey from small-town Louisiana to Nashville's big stages. She needed this, a return to basics, away from the spotlight. The truck rumbled past old farms and green fields, peace washing over her. She smiled, grateful for the quiet and the endless possibilities ahead. The day felt perfect, until the sky started to change. A storm was brewing, and it was heading right for her. She glanced at the horizon, feeling a thrill of adventure. Sometimes, the best stories start with a little trouble. Lainey gripped the wheel, ready for whatever the road would bring. The wind picked up, and the first raindrops splattered her windshield. She took a deep breath, bracing herself. This road trip was about to get interesting, and Lainey was ready. Suddenly, the vibe changed. The bright blue sky turned dark and moody. Heavy clouds rolled in fast, the wind whipping through the trees. Lainey muttered, "Well, that ain't good," as rain began to pour. The downpour was blinding, thunder booming like a drumline. She slowed down, gripping the wheel, searching for shelter. Lightning flashed, lighting up the sky in jagged streaks. The road was slick, her sunny drive now a test of nerves. Lainey's heart raced, but she kept her cool. Country girls know storms. She cranked up the radio, trying to drown out the thunder. The sky grew darker, afternoon turning to night. Another flash, closer this time. She gasped, realizing she needed to find safety, fast. Being on an open road in a metal truck during a storm? Not smart. She scanned for any sign of shelter, a gas station, a diner, anything. The storm was relentless, but so was Lainey. She pressed on, determined to find a safe haven. The adventure had taken a wild turn, and she was right in the middle of it. The storm hit with full force, a true Tennessee thunderstorm. Rain hammered the truck, thunder rolling non-stop. Lainey's heart pounded, fear mixing with excitement. She sang along to the radio, her voice shaky but strong. Music was her anchor, even in chaos. Lightning struck nearby, lighting up the fields. Lainey flinched, nerves on edge, but she stayed focused. Her grandpa's words echoed, "When a storm hits, don't outrun it. Find shelter." She scanned the roadside, searching for a safe spot. The road trip had become a survival mission, but Lainey was no stranger to tough times. She channeled her fear into determination. She wasn't about to let a storm win. The thunder roared, but so did her spirit. She spotted something through the rain, a silhouette in the distance. Hope flickered. She steered toward it, trusting her instincts. The storm was fierce, but Lainey was fiercer. She was ready to face whatever came next. The adventure was far from over. Through the sheets of rain, Lainey spotted an old barn set back from the road. It looked sturdy, a beacon of hope in the storm. She turned onto the muddy path, tires slipping but steady. Parking close, she grabbed her jacket and guitar, dashing through the rain. The barn door creaked open. She slipped inside, soaked but safe. The storm's roar was muffled, replaced by the comforting scent of hay and wood. Lainey leaned against the door, catching her breath, a smile breaking through. The barn was mostly empty, dust motes swirling in the dim light. She found a dry hay bale and sat, guitar by her side. Thunder rumbled outside, but inside, she felt calm. This old barn was her sanctuary, a quiet haven from the chaos. Relief washed over her. She'd found shelter with country smarts. She listened to the rain, grateful for the barn's simple strength. Sometimes the best places are the ones you stumble upon. Tonight, this barn was home. Sitting on the hay bale, Lainey felt at home. Barns like this were her childhood, places of work, shelter, and music. The storm raged outside, but inside, she was grounded. She opened her guitar case, the familiar wood comforting in her hands. Strumming softly, her music blended with the rain on the tin roof. The thunder became her bass line, the storm her percussion. She played what she felt, bluesy, country, soulful. Words came about dark clouds, flashing lights, and finding strength. She sang of shelter, not just in barns, but within yourself. The storm inspired her, turning fear into a song. Alone but never lonely, Lainey created beauty from chaos. This was her superpower, country strong, heart full of music. The barn echoed with her melody, a private concert for the rain. She smiled, knowing she'd remember this night. Sometimes storms bring the best songs. After an hour, the storm faded to a gentle patter. Lainey played the last chord, peace filling the barn. She'd faced the storm and found a new story to tell. Packing up her guitar, she opened the barn door to fresh, rain-washed air. A rainbow arched across the sky, a promise that the worst was over. Lainey soaked in the moment, grateful and inspired. Her simple road trip had become an epic adventure. Sometimes the scariest moments spark the best creativity. She walked to her truck, a new song in her heart. The muddy road called, but she wasn't in a hurry. She savored her quiet victory, feeling stronger than ever. Country strong, she smiled and started the engine. The road ahead was open, full of new possibilities. Sometimes you need a little rain to see a rainbow, and the best adventures are the ones you never planned.